We dedicate this film to our Kinchela boys and brothers
who are no longer with us. Some who was children died in Kinchela,
and others who we have lost over the years. To our mothers and fathers,
whose grief we will never fully know,
and whose pain we have carried with us.
To our partners and children who have experienced the pain we carry.
Back then we were innocent. We were just little boys.
The government thinks we were taken because we were neglected. That's what they say in my report. And it's all lies, because I was taken care of by my family and I had a good life.
I was 8 years old when they took me.
I was 10.
I was 6 years old.
I was 5.
My sisters were taken to Cootamundra. My youngest brother was sent to Bomaderry, and I went up to Kinchela Boys Home in Kempsey.
Every time I go home, I go up to the railway station. Nothing can ease the pain. It will never leave me till the day I die.
This was one of the bad places. There's bad memories here.
We all realised when we stepped through that gate that little boy didn't exist anymore. He was finished there. He was slowly put away.
They said my parents didn't want me anymore.
He told me my parents were dead, that we weren't black.
That they were going to make us white.
It was for our own good.
When they start stripping you off and chucking powder all over you to make sure you haven't got any fleas, then you wonder, why are they doing this to me?
And then they said I didn't have a name.
I was a number.
I was number 11.
Number 31.
I was 46.
51.
I was 22.
Number 12.
Identity is knowing who you are and where you come from.
Without your identity, who are you?
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine, every bloody morning.
I will never forget when we used to get up in the morning, how cold it was.
You get cracks, about a quarter of an inch wide. You know, from the frostbite and everything.
Seeping with pus because they wouldn't give you shoes.
We used to bet one another. We'd say, mate, that's my shit. We put our feet in just to stay warm.
My name is Harold Harrison, and from Wagga Lake I came, a charming little spot along the coast. With its mountains and its hills, lovely lakes and rippling dells, will make the sweetest music all the day.
Someone is making a lot of money from us.
Boys play up and they get tied up here on the chain. Cold, rain, winter time, it doesn't matter. They still get chained up here like dogs.
Seen a lot of things here that shouldn't have happened. Not to little kids.
We knew each other as numbers.
But we got around that with our nicknames.
There was Salt and Pepper,
Pigeon,
Donkey Brown,
and there was Camel.
We were only allowed to wear shoes going to school. As soon as we got home, we had to take them off.
Once we were on that bus heading into Kempsey to go to school, that was lovely. It was beautiful.
you were free from that bloody hell.
I always wondered why no one came to help us.
Did anyone know what was happening? Did anyone care?
The mum and the dads, they were waving and cuddling their children before they went to school. We could never know that because we've never had it.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
You know, after a while, the pain, what they inflicted on you, didn't hurt you no more because you was immune to it.
Wakey, wakey. Wakey.
My records show that I tried nearly every day to get away, and every time I always got caught. But I had to try. They'd line all 70 of us up, and the boy had to walk the line. and every kid had to punch that kid hard enough, because if they didn't, they would go down the line after him.
They made us hate each other. They made us hate ourselves.
They stole us from our families. They stripped us of our culture and tried to reprogram us white.
White with hate, white with lies, white with rape and violence.
And then they threw us out the gates of Kinchela.
I wanted to go back. At least I knew this place.
When I was with other boys, I didn't know where to go. It was a whole new world to me.
Like I got off at Central Station and it was the biggest building I ever seen in my life. And I felt lost, I felt alone.
When we got back to our own people, we opened our mouth and this strange voice come out of us.
They couldn't recognise me. Not black, not white. I didn't belong.
But anyhow, I worked hard, never stopped, fought hard, never stopped. I didn't gain control of my life. Alcohol took over. And polices and courts and judges, and they took over, and jails.
Some of us married and had kids, but what happened in Kinchela was always there.
There are times it come out when you didn't want it to come out. There are times I didn't want to take that place home, but I took it home, and it destroyed my life.
We lost too many brothers from the suffering. We hurt so many of our women and children, leaving them with our pain.
This is our pain, and it needs to stop with us.
There's one thing Kinchela has done for me, is given me all these brothers here. Now with the boys of brotherhood, you seem to be young again, and it's a magic feeling.
We're not afraid no more, but I never thought we'd be this strong.
Now when we're telling our story and people are listening to it, it helps the pain lessen a little bit.
My identity to be told I wasn't black. I was just darker than the rest. Oh, why?
Taken away from our families, learn to be slaves and soldiers to march everywhere. For we are Kinchela boys, and you destroy the most innocent people in the world. us little kids. We were just little kids.
For we are the Kinchela boys, just little kids, taken away from our families, learned to be slaves and soldiers to march everywhere. We are the Kinchela boys, and you destroyed the most innocent people in the world, us little kids. We are still the Kinchela boys, brainwashed through the years, and we found out we were black, not human. Now we're still lost. Today, tomorrow, yesterday.
For we are the Kinchela boys, and you destroy the most innocent people in the world. Us little kids, we were just little kids.